Oh my God, I had to get off the live for a call from doctor. I went back into live and it reads error and shows Feldman, and it reads now from a scene from the Ritz. What the hell? Okay,
What's that?
nothing. Anyways, I was just reading a text I got. Okay, so hey, sorry, we're back.
Yeah,
Um,
there's nobody here at the minute.
we're gonna wait a minute. Let's wait a minute. I
Yeah.
just sent the link out to everybody. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on, so we're gonna explain that.
Okay.
So let's not waste
It's
it.
saying there's two in the chat now, so
Okay, we're just gonna wait a minute. We're back.
I will. While I'm here, I'm just gonna go and post it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey,
This
Lewis.
is crazy. Like, oh, hang on. Oh shit. I don't have the right link to send her.
Who?
Hang on. Check the Feldman. Whoops, Fox channel again. I have people texting me like, what happened? So I wanted to share the link of this live. Oh, there she is. Never mind. Okay, so I just like I have to laugh at the stupidity and the childishness and the immaturity of these people. And if you don't think we know who's doing this, we do. And if you don't think we know why you're doing it, we do. So here's a fucking challenge, you little tiny piece of shit. Why don't you come on and let's have it out? Instead of playing your little games and interrupting us in the middle of lives, and obviously you're threatened by us, it's obvious. So why don't you fucking balls up and come face us? You got an issue? Let's talk about it.
Oh, it's
Maybe
never
you
gonna
need to
happen.
fucking, huh?
It's never gonna happen because they want to bitch about everyone else being bullies. They want to look at them goddamn selves.
Yeah, well, maybe somebody wasn't hugged enough as a child or something, but not my fucking problem. Like, I'm sick of these fucking people. You want to play games? Come on out and let's show yourself and talk about what's on your fucking mind. You need Dr. Phil? I'll be Dr. fucking Phil. How's that? You're you're lost, Stacy. Sorry, we were just in the middle of a live stream and we got kicked off. The video was removed for what was it, Stace?
Violating YouTube's terms of service.
Right. Similar to the email that I got. I hope you appealed it because it'll be back up.
Oh, I will. I haven't yet.
But we're being targeted. It's because we talk about Feldman and we expose the truth. And wouldn't it be a coincidence that this keeps happening? So you want to start playing games, game on.
Yeah, they can bring it, but like I said, they're never going to actually come out and say what their problem is. They prefer to hide behind fake fucking accounts and
Yeah.
talk behind our backs. Well, like I proved to you last week, that ain't my game. I'm not like that. If I've got something to say, I'm going to come and say it to you.
Yeah.
So grow a fucking backbone.
I used to listen to all you guys when all this started. Just started listening again because of the dog. Um, okay, good to know. So basically, we were in the middle of a live stream. This is the second time that it's happened within a week on two different channels when Stacy and I
Yep.
have been live. Obviously, we're threatening somebody in some way. They feel threatened by us because they have to resort to childish games to have our live stream removed. How hard is it to start another one?
We're back on within 5 minutes, so that backfired, didn't it?
But all they're doing is proving that the things that we're saying have been true and we are being targeted and it's not a coincidence. And if you think that this is going to go unnoticed and isn't documented within YouTube's like system to figure out who is coming from, you're going to get your fucking channel removed for abusing their systems. It is a wild ride. It's fucking mental. It's like dealing with a bunch of 7-year-olds, for fuck's sakes.
And it's like this now. I mean, really were mentioned in that damn documentary. So can you imagine what it's going to be like once he does put this shit out?
Yeah.
Bring
It's
it.
just I don't know. Personally, I feel like we're like hitting the nail right on the head. Our subs are going up. Our content gets more attention than it used to. We have much more exposure than we used to. We have access to different channels, so you can go ahead and target people. But we can air this, simulcast this on multiple different channels all simultaneously, so you can fuck yourselves. And we have further reach than you guys ever will because your channels are about to be removed. So it's very infuriating. And like, I can start calling people out and saying names who I believe it is, but I know they're all associated.
Oh yeah. Where there's one, you'll find the rest of them.
Yeah, bottom fucking feeders stick together.
Yeah. And yeah, Stacey, I agree. It is exactly what Feldman is saying is happening to him. And perhaps he is behind it, who knows?
He's 100% behind it. It's definitely Feld fam that's doing this, or they want to be associated as the Feld fam. So that's the way we're going to associate them. This is the attention you wanted. Even though you've been blocked, that's what you're going to get. It's
Well,
Feld fam that's attacking us in the middle of live streams because we're talking about Feldman. Are you serious? It's kind of
yeah.
funny, actually. So it just, it's a little funny. I just feel like that makes me flattered that they feel so threatened by us that they feel the need to have us removed.
Well, yeah. And I mean, you just have to look at their live streams to see what a shit show they're running. So,
I believe
not that I
Feldman's
do either.
100% behind it. Like, even when he does his lives, he won't come out and address us by name anymore. Like, just certain times he will, and like streams and stuff like that, once in a blue moon. But I feel like when he says certain things, it's targeted towards us,
Oh
like
yeah, of
about
course.
being hacked and about, it's a message that they don't want you to see. Nobody's ever said that they don't want you to tell your story. We've made that extremely clear multiple times. But we don't need you to speak for him. You're not even doing a very good fucking job at it. Oh, I see. So somebody sent me a message and says, um, it's the comedy The Ritz is exactly what he copied because you showed it and it's what they don't want people to see the truth.
Wait, hang on a minute, 'cause it's gone really quiet. I can't even hear you.
Pardon? Can you hear me now?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Right, stay there. Keep chatting and run out and run back in. Give me a sec.
Uh-oh. We're celebrities. Okay, hang on, bear with us. Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I can hardly hear you at all.
I had a call from one of the Facebook chats, and it's just gone weird since then.
Same. Okay, so hang on a second. I'm gonna leave and come back in, okay?
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Hang on, guys. Stand by. Technical difficulties.
Oh, every time. Nothing seems to go right these days with these live streams. She's gonna jump back on now. She's just trying to see if logging out and coming back will make a difference.
Okay, is that
Hello?
better?
That's better.
Oh my god.
I can't deal with this.
Oh my god. Too
First
funny.
hackers.
Uh
Muzzled and non-muzzled. Oh my god. Oh.
Oh my god. Too funny. I need that on a shirt. Oh.
That is too funny.
Muffled but not muzzled. Fuck, I love that.
Oh god.
Okay, so apparently we know that level 1 it cannot start calls in the middle of our freaking live.
Oh yeah.
Someone hacked my mic. This is like, oh my god, it's so funny. Like, I find it entertaining. Like, I'm flattered. Thank you, Corey Feldman. We are
Oh, hang
celebrities.
on. Guys, I really want to see a side-by-side comparison of the statements in the documentary with the flip-flopping public statements. You can expose him and his fell fan by using their statements against them.
Oh, I'm making a documentary part 2. I always said that I was waiting until his documentary came out. And I hope to have that done by the end of the year or sooner. It's just, to be honest with you, like I've
A
needed
lot of
to.
work.
It is a lot of work, and I needed to kind of take a step back because leading up to the documentary and waiting to find out that all of the stuff that was supposed to air about us was cut out, and you still got it ready to use that footage. I'm not convinced that this is over yet. I still feel like
I'm
there's
not.
going to be something like a wolf pack thing or something in some regard.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just waiting to show my cards now. So
Stacey has
yeah.
said she would love to help.
Oh, well. Leave a message on this video and we'll get in touch
Yeah.
somehow. I'll give you my email or something and we can go from there because that would be great.
She
Help
says
with
she went to film school.
Oh, hell. Yes.
Wow.
That would be
Yeah.
wonderful help because it is a lot of work and it took me months to make the last one. And
And even I was helping with that, and it's a long process.
it is a long process. It's a lot of research and then you have to edit shit and well, she knows, but
Yeah.
it is a lot of research basically and getting it the right way. Like I have a picture in my mind of what I want it to be and I have a direction of what I want to do this time. And do things, do that, but also I have something special in mind that I don't want to disclose.
To me, you
You'll
will.
see. Yeah, of course. You'll see. It will be nonetheless informative, educational, and hopefully at times.
Oh. Someone's just commented, Corey loves the coronavirus. It took the heat off him a little after he stole all that money.
Yeah.
Well,
He actually said that that's what shut down Hollywood.
he said
it's a conspiracy.
his documentary was the last one to be shown at the Directors Guild or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
For the virus hit. And
Yeah.
for the first time in history, the box office went to 0.
Yeah. He likes to take claim for a lot of things. Anything that's trending in the news, he jumps on that bandwagon. So coronavirus, Epstein, Weinstein, R. Kelly,
We that proved when he posted that link, the article about that child actor dying. And straight away, he made a post about how he died because he worked with a paedophile.
Sorry, say that again. I was reading at the time you said that. Say that again, please.
The article about that child actor dying, and
Oh,
right
yeah.
away he makes a post. He makes a post saying that he died because he worked with a paedophile. But if you actually click the article and read it, it tells you he died in a car crash.
Yeah. And then he had to backpedal. What did you say he was doing this time? Something about politics in Australia, wasn't it?
Yeah, something to do with I think it's a priest or something. Was accused of molesting 2 young boys, and he was thrown out of court, I believe. And yeah, he made a post about it.
He talks out his ass. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He makes himself look like a fool. Like, I mean, he does it himself. He makes it too easy. Like, wow. I've never in my life had somebody that just opens their mouth and contradicts himself so many freaking times.
Yeah.
Repeatedly. And does it in a national fucking global arena, on camera for the world to see. You are a fucking moron. Like, it's really unbelievable. Like, wow. He makes it too easy. I said for a long time, if he just wanted it to stop, just stop fucking talking. Like, every time he does an interview or something, there's some new piece of information that comes out or something gets twisted. He said in Marriage Boot Camp that one of the people that did something to him that hurt him as a child was like in a Hollywood lawyer capacity or an entertainment lawyer of some sort. I wish I could go back and find that clip. Man, oh man, Stacey, we need to go back and find that clip. It was like within the last 2 episodes of Marriage Boot Camp.
I might have it on
It
the
needs to
channel.
be discovered because nothing come out in the documentary about that. What happened to the Hollywood elites that were supposed to come out? Is he trying to say that Judy and Bobby are Hollywood elites? I love them; they're my best friends. But fuck off, like if that's who you're talking about. No offense, of course, but it's unbelievable the claims that this guy makes, and then
We've gone funny again.
Uh-oh, is the sound gone again?
Yep.
Stop it.
Right, you log out first and back in, then I'll go.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Hang on. I wish there was a way to stop that. Okay, hang on. Hey.
Hello?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, it's probably because you're on your phone on the stream, aren't you? So whenever it
No, it's
rings,
because they tried to
yeah.
make another phone call.
Do we just type in the chat and ask what's wrong?
Pardon?
Type in the chat and ask what's wrong.
Can the chat ask what's wrong?
I said, do you want me to go in the chat and ask what's wrong?
Oh, yeah, maybe. See, they're really trying to silence me. Well, it won't happen. Yeah, go and see what's obviously there's something going on.
Okay. No, it's funny. It's fine.
All right. Well, then tell him to knock it off. We got something to do here.
I forgot what we were talking about
Um,
now.
I don't even remember. Let me see if I can remember by the chat.
See, that's a bold claim.
Has anyone heard if CS has any new accusers? No. Yeah,
Of
where's
course
the
it
barrage
is.
of people that were supposed to come forward?
Yeah, it's been nothing at all.
Nope.
No interview.
Crickets, man. Crickets. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was just starting to get into it too, because it's something about Feldman and his inconsistencies, and just saying that the story, the claims that he makes. Oh yeah, about marriage boot camp and him saying that it was an entertainment lawyer.
I was going to look for the video, wasn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, see if you can find that. Well, actually, you don't have to do that now because I don't know exactly where it would be throughout the video, and it's like an hour long.
No, I think I made a video and used that clip. I'm sure I did.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, let's do that.
I'm positive I did.
Perfect. That would be excellent because I need that clip, actually. Stacy, I really want to get in touch with you.
Who?
There's a like Stacy, the one who went to film school.
Okay, yeah.
I'd love to have her help on a project. It could probably look even better professional than what I did.
Quiet.
Oh God, yeah. And then him saying he can't fucking pay people. Oh, don't
Yeah.
even get me started on that. But he's in Jamaica, but he needs the money. You guys robbed him of the ticket sales by watching it illegally online. And how dare you? He's extremely insulted. And now he can't pay people because, he's off showboating in fucking Jamaica or the Bahamas or Barbados, like he wants people to believe. But he is not in the US, not because he's afraid for his life, but because he needed to wind down after the premiere and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
That was another thing. He said his life was in danger at first. That's why he left right away. Then it was like, no, I just needed time to relax after all this. I've been working for 3 years straight. We saw it actually, I saw it for free.
I saw it for free too. Well, no, I didn't. I paid for it, but and I streamed it, so unlisted on here. I don't care.
Lewis, you went to film school too. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm not finding this video. I'll have to have another look when
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's something that needs to to come out though, because like I said, that is useful information. Because there's another contradiction.
Yeah.
Like, it's just it never ends. Like I could make part 5 of the documentary of his lies.
Yeah. Um,
How dare you put his all important message out there for free so he can make $1 million? I don't know, Leslie. I keep waiting for the day when more people come forward about his abusive behaviors and criminal shit. I keep waiting daily to hear some sort of news. I know
well,
there's people that wanted to come forward but have not yet.
I do personally think that we'll see Corey Feldman in handcuffs before we see Charlie Sheen in handcuffs. Just saying.
I would love that.
I would too.
There's nothing in this world that I would think would be sweeter justice than for Feldman to get nailed with the same laws he's helping to implement. I think that would be poetic justice.
And no, we didn't save any children. We've said this point like a few times over the last couple of days, that the documentary doesn't teach you anything, doesn't show you any, like, anything useful to a victim. There's nothing.
Not only that, I respect the fact that if I'm going to play devil's advocate for a brief second, I understand as an actor why he needs to make some money or whatever. You know, even if I'm playing devil's advocate that way. But wouldn't he be happy if the message was really about saving the children? Wouldn't he be happy for the amount of views that it's seen on YouTube for free? The message is getting out. That's
Well,
what he supposedly wanted.
Every single time his mouth opens, he lets you all know perfectly loud and clear it's about the money.
Yeah.
It's just some people choose not to listen.
Yeah. And that's okay, because they're idiots and we can't save everybody. We've tried. Like, I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's a lot of people that speak the truth about Feldman. There's channels that have way more platforms than I do, or Stacey does, or we all do combined for that matter, if you add up all of our viewers. They have like hundreds of thousands of people and they cover this stuff. And some of them pretty consistently. And some support him, some do not. You know, it's a mixed bag of different sides. Like, and I'm willing to hear the other person's side if they have any good points. But I don't hear any good points. I used to be that side. I used to say those things like, oh, he's fighting for statute of limitations. Yes, that's a great thing. But why is he still charging people on the back end to see his freaking movie if it's all about saving the children? Oh, well, the money that he lost in views on YouTube, he was going to open up a fucking support line. And he was going to open up an abuse center for children. And he's going to do this and he's going to do that. He ain't going to do shit. You seen what he does. He takes the money and runs.
Sorry. Susie's in.
Susie, you want to come on? We got hacked again, bitch.
We got kicked off midstream.
Again.
Oh crap, my bad. I thought Gina was here. As if. She ain't got no balls.
Just the ones in her head rolling around where her brain should fucking be. Stop. I have no patience for cowards or stupid people. Like, if you got something to say, you state your fucking case and move on. If you don't, then move on. But little childish games and bullshit doesn't work with me.
I'll post the link in the chat now, Suze, when you're ready.
Does anybody else want to join? Because, I mean, we can have a party in the house.
Well, the link's going in now, so if you want to join, just hop on.
Yeah. Don't be shy. Let's get to know one another, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. You know what, bitches? I'm going to get some wine because I'm in a lot of pain and I need to numb it. Oh, fuck.
I bought alcohol today.
I know, I seen it. I haven't drank in a while, but like these pills are not helping my damn back at all.
Well, I didn't buy it for the sake of it. It's Chris's birthday next week. It's his 40th.
Oh, that's a big one.
But obviously we can't do anything because everything is shut and we're locked down. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we're
So
just
you
gonna
might as well
hope
get hammered.
just gonna get hammered in the house. Why not?
Don't be shy. Come on, we're not bad people.
I used to be like you, Stacey, when I first started too.
She
It
did.
took me,
Actually, we were talking about this earlier.
it took me months to show my face on camera when I was on YouTube. Wouldn't do it.
Yeah. She used to be afraid to even tell people what she thinks, and now she's like, yeah, jumping on Shangy's stream. I think we've moved on from the shyness. Fuck. Sorry, hang on. Sorry about that. I hurt my back. If you're wondering what the hell.
Yo, Suze.
Hi. All I hear is oh.
I hurt
Like,
my
geez.
back. Oh my god,
What the hell's going
that's what I
on
sound
here?
like. So I'm sorry about that.
Oh God, funny.
All right. Yeah, we're not putting that Ritz video back on because look what happened. We were in the middle of a live stream and we got booted again.
What'd you do? Why are you breaking
Nothing.
the YouTube rules?
This time it's on the Fox channel, so it wasn't even me. But obviously we're being targeted by Feldfam.
I think like they're just like YouTube is saying that they're not even checking flags right now, that you could just get removed for not doing anything. So they're being assholes and flagging you. But I mean, I've been going live every day and none of my lives have been taken down. And I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, but it
That
gets
is
put back
weird.
up like 5 minutes later. Not even like a couple minutes. As soon as you appeal it, it goes right back up. So I don't understand. And it's not a strike.
Yeah, I know. It's a flag.
Cheers, everyone.
I'm just gonna stop sharing like videos and stuff. I think because that's what's causing it. Maybe.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh.
Somebody have a drink with me.
I have a Sprite.
I've got apple juice.
I just got out of bed, okay? It's like
I know, I was
1:30.
trying to wake you up earlier. I was like, I bet you should still sleeping.
I got up at 8:30 and I was like, it was all rainy and stuff, and I'm like, I kept thinking it was the weekend. I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday. Like, screw it. I'm going back to laying in bed.
Yeah,
There's nothing to do. So
exactly.
like,
Anybody
I
else?
didn't think I'd sleep this late, but I did.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but someone else should come on here with us. I know it's scary at first. I almost threw up after the first live I did because I was so nervous.
I don't have a problem with that. I'm used
But
to
now
doing
I don't care.
bunch
I
of
hate
YouTube.
being on camera. I hate hearing my voice. So yeah, I was super nervous.
I found the best way to get over your first nerves going live is to be pissed off. Because that was the first live that I did with my face on camera and I was screaming at somebody.
You don't even need. I've been there.
That was the first proper live that I did.
Oh man, I remember the live I did with Tammy and Susie. Oh Jesus.
Oh yeah, that one was crazy.
I would love to
Stacy.
watch that again. I would.
You just need like headphones with a mic is all you need.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chatting.
thanks, Chris.
Everybody has that nowadays, right?
You don't even have to share your video. Like, if you want to come on and you're thinking about coming on and you're nervous, you don't need to share your video. Like,
Yeah,
so
just
we
turn your
see
camera.
you. Just do what we do. Just accept it, and then when you go to click on, it'll ask you if you want to share video, and just hit video so it doesn't share it.
Hey guys, Jamie here from Life in Theory.
Hold on, sorry. Trying to bring you up on my laptop so I can see the chat. And for some reason, it was one of Life in Theory's videos.
So yeah, it's been fun here today. Like, yeah, we were just shooting the shit. We were showing a video of the Ritz real quick. and I don't know what happened.
Well, at least the phone stopped ringing now.
Yeah, and then level 1 started calling, and every time they called, it would mute our audio. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, every time they'd call, they'd wake me up.
Oh, that's what they got you up then. Okay.
Wait, whose channel are we on? Kim?
The Facts channel.
Oh, no wonder I can't find the
Ugh, it got removed again. I didn't even notice. Like, I got
didn't
booted
either.
first, yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm getting messages. Is it happening again? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So, do you guys want to play like trivia or a game or like a drinking game or
Tuesday afternoon? You guys want to get wasted?
Well, I got nothing better going on, so
Well, I'm not drinking, but I am smoking, so I could take part in that.
smoke them if you got them.
Smoking what, Stacy?
I'm not going to say because I'll be hacked and kicked off again.
That's funny.
Kim's ready to party. Yeah, you should. So your husband's turning 40?
Yeah, next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you even get party supplies? I would look to see if you can like just order stuff for the house and I don't know, just make him his favorite meal and get lots of alcohol and get sexy. I don't know.
I bought that today. I bought toffee vodka. It's amazing.
Oh.
So nice.
Nice.
Shangy is doxing someone else and their family today. This is now a daily occurrence.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know who?
Yeah, well, you guys have probably seen him in my streams. Computer Shop.
Oh,
W Computer Shop. Yeah, real nice guy. Yeah, apparently he's doxing him.
I would love to see him just once pick on a man in real life, face to face.
Me too.
Because it would never happen.
Love to see him get his fucking teeth knocked out.
Same.
Yeah.
Not a threat, people. Not a threat. Didn't say I wanted to do it. Just said I'd love to see it.
Can you remember the time when we used to have to post that on every tweet at the end? This is not a threat.
Hey, we opened it up and said, you got a fucking problem? You want to come out here and deal with it? Then let's deal with it. If not, peace out.
I even posted on Twitter that the chat was open so anyone can join.
Yeah. So that's how much bravery and courage they have.
Well, exactly. They're never going to change.
Yeah, I don't get what the point of just doxing people is. I mean, like, oh, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to dox this person. Like, what sad life.
No.
I gotta go.
Oh, we got someone coming. Hey, Stacey.
Oh, yay. Oh, did she share her audio?
Hello?
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I'm such a chicken. And there's a delay.
Yeah, there is. It's like a 3-second delay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
You have to, if you have the video pulled up like you were watching us before, you want to mute that and just listen to the call you're on.
Okay, so how do I do that?
Where were you watching the live before?
On YouTube?
I'm sorry.
So just put the YouTube link up that you had watching and
YouTube.
pause it. Yeah, just pause that.
Pause. Okay.
And then that way you'll just hear us from StreamYards.
Is that better now? Is that better?
Yes,
Yep.
better.
Is there a delay on your end now?
Yeah, no, it's fine now. Oh, no,
Okay,
it's still a delay.
Okay.
There's still a delay. Yes.
Okay.
No.
So you went to film school?
Yes. 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 Now there's a long delay.
Is Susie still on?
I
Okay,
don't
I'm
know.
gonna. How about that? Is that better?
I don't hear it on my end.
Yeah, it
Oh
sounds
my
fine to me.
god, this is so frustrating. It's like listening to Corey Feldman sing. It's awful. Oh my gosh. I'll try again. I'm gonna
Okay.
get out and then I'll try again.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Gosh darn.
Are you still there, Kim?
I am.
Are you still there, Suze?
I think she dropped off. Does it show she's on?
Oh no,
Yeah,
see, sorry. I hate
Okay.
being on a phone. I always forget it blacked out. She's got a nice, cute voice. I want a voice like that. I hate my voice.
You know what I mean? When you call someone and they're like, yes, sir. And it's like, who you calling sir, bitch? You know, like.
Oh.
Welcome back.
If I
All right,
mess up, I'm gonna
Yep.
get out.
It sounds okay now to me.
Really?
Sounds fine to me too. Yep.
Yep. Sounds
Oh,
like
okay.
you.
All right, you guys are so awesome. I just started listening to you guys by accident after that Ding Dong was on TV doing his little dance, and I thought it was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life. And just to like hear how he was so out of touch with reality, I'm sorry, I felt bad for him. I felt bad that he went through all the things that he did, but when all of the ickiness started coming out, the seediness, I was never a fan, but to be honest with you, I back you guys 100%. I think you guys are really brave, and you guys are fighting a good fight because this turkey needs to go down.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
You
he's
guys know.
overprivileged and too much airtime. So,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
but anyways, so it's my first time here. I'm a little scared.
Don't
Oh, don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
We
It's
appreciate
normal
your
to
time.
feel that way, but you'll be fine. Then you'll want to get on all the time because it's easier to say what you want to say by just speaking it instead of typing it. So you're like,
Yeah.
oh, come on.
Yeah.
What I'd really like to say to you guys is I do support you 100%, and I'd like to see someone take that documentary and also do a side by side of the various public statements, whether it's that female who I guess I can't even say the initials, the reporter, from
Octomom?
is she an Octomom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh. Well, yeah, but that I found that shocking that one day she's saying such disparaging comments towards, Mrs. Haim, and then the next, I'm sorry, I felt bad for her, and then once again rejoining that freak family. I was just shocked. So
She has she's been around pretty much since the beginning of the campaign as well.
yeah,
And then like she switched sides when we did, and then who knows how many times she switched back and forth. But the part that's funny is that she's actually using her job as a tool in the middle of it all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And her employer doesn't see it. Like, I don't get it.
I just want to raise a point. She said she was a reporter. I don't know what newspaper she's writing for, and she was this
Celebrity Insider.
Are you kidding me?
No.
You're cute.
No effing way. Oh my God, is she with that? Oh no, hold on. You're talking about.
Anybody can write for Celebrity Insider, by the way.
No, I was
It's on.
referencing the other one. I know who you're talking about. That's the reporter. But there's another one who said she was a reporter, and she, how can I say,
Oh, are
lived
you
in a
thinking of
trailer.
Southern?
Yes,
Southern?
Oh,
I did not know I could say that.
wait,
Yeah, you
she's
can.
talking about Tam Tam?
No, Southern said
Really?
she was a
Oh,
reporter
Southern girl.
too. And that was the one that she said she was a psychic. I'm like, you must be a terrible reporter because you didn't do any fact checking, and you must be a really bad psychic because you got everything wrong. So, just, oh my God, the people that this creep attracts, it's
That's
like
the fact.
crap on your shoe.
Yeah, it is.
I
No.
like it. It's gonna stay.
It is.
I want to take a bath. So
And I'm tired of stepping in their crap, so I'm jumping over it next time. No more chances for people.
And
Oh,
that smell lingers, so you just can't get rid of it right away. So
Yeah.
that's true.
anyways. Oh my God, that was fun. I don't want to hog. You guys are awesome, and I guess I should go now.
No, you can stay
Well,
if you
please
want.
stay.
but if you want to stay, you're more than welcome. Like,
I'll stay for a little bit.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, anything I'd like to ask you guys. Has anybody else come out and made any kind of, accusations towards like, CS, saying yes, he also, because he didn't have the cleanest of reputations, but you would think that someone who's into little children, multiple victims might come out.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
There's
Yeah,
been
no other victims have come forward that I know of.
me neither that I've heard.
I haven't either. Nothing.
I'm
Wow.
sure that would be blasted all over.
But
There'd be an
then-
interview or something.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really getting hard to distinguish between what's real and what is made up news, like that reporter that you just mentioned, not Southern, the other one, who I'm afraid to mention her initials.
Stevie.
Yeah, she's crush.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
They're
And-
actually very similar, the two of them. I suggest that they actually get together and be friends because they're both shady. So
Yeah.
stick to it. They're very easily manipulated and influenced by other people, it would seem.
Kim, you know you love Charisse. Come on.
Ugh.
She's my best friend.
Not
Oh
even
my
a
God.
no
Kim was
hesitation.
ready to stop being my friend because I was being nice to Charisse and gave her another chance.
Well, you were trying hard. You're like, did you see that she apologized? And I was like, yep, seen it.
Wow.
Yeah, she says she's gonna see me in hell. I seriously can't wait because I will kick her ass.
Huh.
Well, we are in hell now.
We are.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Feldman isn't saying, oh, well, there's no victims coming forward right now with Charlie Sheen because the coronavirus, the Wolfpack and Charlie Sheen put the virus out there.
I think God just didn't want to see the documentary anymore. That's why he shut Hollywood down.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think it was a gift from the Home gods that were like, nope, you are not ruining this thing, bro. Like, it's not happening. And it wasn't meant to be seen at that date and that time for a specific reason. And I believe that there was a reason beyond anyone's control. And he
Yeah.
could say he was hacked, but the truth is he just didn't have it set up properly and the infrastructure in place to be able to handle that kind of traffic. And somebody said, I just noticed this on Twitter, she said that she's seen him say on Instagram, she believes, that he only sold actually a couple thousand tickets, and she wishes she got a screenshot of it. So the fact that he's saying he made $1 million in ticket sales the day of the premiere, that's bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everything he does is exaggerated. I mean, even his height.
His nose, he contours his nose to look like Michael
Are
Jackson.
you kidding me?
No, it's what the girls on the tour said. He does not leave his house without foundation on his face.
Oh,
And I
God.
guess if he does, like when he's not wearing foundation, like his skin looks like grayish. And then, yeah, he contours his chin and his nose to look like Michael Jackson's.
Too funny.
You're kidding me.
No.
No.
I posted 2 pictures on Twitter, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, and I find them now and put them up.
That's
But he is the only person that I know that can change who he looks like at the drop of a hat.
I know, because sometimes he looks like Michael Jackson and other times like Charlie Sheen.
yeah.
Yeah.
He morphs between them, and then he wants to be Hugh Hefner. He don't even know who the fuck he is. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
No, I think it's because he doesn't like who he is.
I don't
oh,
like who he is.
I don't blame him on that one.
Yeah, he doesn't like himself deep down inside. Wow. And did you see the Rolling Stone article? It was supposed to be serious, and he had that shirtless pic of himself. Like, dude, what
Sure
is
did.
your message?
Speaking
Yeah.
of what you said earlier about not fact checking, Rolling Stone is one of them as well, because Judy Haim, myself, and Bobby Wolf all spoke to Rolling Stone editors and stuff like that. There was a lot of stuff that was supposed to be included in that article, and they were very pro Feldman and didn't include hardly any of what was said.
Why
And
in the world?
to be fair, they came at us hard for that interview. They would not stop.
No.
Right.
They
Yeah,
were
they were
constantly
relentless.
messaging, asking to put in touch with Judy.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, they were relentless. They actually contacted us in the first place, wasn't it? On Facebook. Yeah.
Yep.
And like we, helped facilitate that, and then they didn't even bother to print half of what was even discussed, and it was very pro Feldman. So
I really believe that if you guys put something together with the cold, hard facts, just truth, that would sell more than this pseudo documentary that was a piece of. I felt so angry. It was just like, let's bash Judy. Oh my God, this poor woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it was. It was a smear campaign.
Yeah.
And it was all like, even to find ways and still dig at Haim, even after he's gone. And that's one thing he likes to do. And like, that's one of the reasons why we fight for what we fight for, because of, the exact things that you just said.
Yeah.
Like, he's not here to defend himself anymore. And why should Judy have to spend the rest of her life fighting this fucking little asshole? Because that is what he is. Sorry for my language, but that's what he is.
And she's sick.
And to do to a person what he's doing to her is just completely uncalled for. I'd like to see her sue his tiny little ass. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, he probably contours his private parts just like he does his nose. Does it look bigger now? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just so angry. I want to join this fight because he, I listened to, I don't know how much I can say, but the BW channel, I was a big fan. And I used to listen to him. I've had several names, by the way, because I am so afraid of this crazy bunch of wackadoodles. And so sometimes I know that you mentioned one of my names the other day, Susie. I'm like, whoa, she mentioned me. But it's not my real name, so.
I don't even remember what it was. Okay.
Yeah, Mike Zamora was one of them. I'm like, and then I thought, do I sound like a man or do I sound like a woman? I don't know.
You sound like a woman.
I know, but as Mike, I even sounded like a girl. I was like, oh, hello, ladies. Oh my God. Anyways, you guys are awesome. I don't really have anything to add to this other than I really want to help you, and I'm not crazy.
Good to know.
No, I'm not crazy, and I'm not going to flip-flop my statements, and now they're here for all posterity. But yeah, he's quite the little treat. God, I can't stand him.
Yeah. Lewis says Feldman loves to trash Haim's name. It's out there for the world to see. He hated that Haim was resurrecting his career effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the two Corys thing, I only saw a little bit of it. I was never a big fan. I thought Haim had a lot of talent, but I wasn't like the biggest Corey fan. It's just after that's when I became more aware. But that show had a lot of inconsistencies in it, and it presented Feldman as like this upstanding married man with a secure life and this beautiful house. I thought, wow, he's got his, I'm going to swear now, he's got his shit together. Wow, good.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Stacy, I don't know if you accidentally muted yourself, but we can't hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, now we
Can you
can.
hear me
Yeah.
now? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a ding dong. But yeah, they presented him as this great guy who has his shit together, and he's got this great house, and then Haim is living on the sofa and I just, when you look at the reality of it, it just rubbed me raw. Why couldn't they give Haim a house? I mean,
Yeah.
Anyways, and then I have a few personal stories of the tiny dancer, but I don't want to share these on right here.
Okay.
I like to keep my anonymity.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
But anyways, I love you guys. I think you guys are great, and I don't have anything else to add. Who is this lady? I don't know. Somebody, hey Chrissy, it's just me. I'm new.
Christina. Her name is Stacy. Christina.
Actually, Stacy's my nickname, but
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
love you guys. I do want to help you, and I will add my email. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
How do I get off?
You just press the leave button on the bottom right of your phone.
I've never done this. Can you see? Oh my God. All right. I'm not a virgin anymore.
No, great. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Aw. Doesn't that just warm your heart when you hear stuff like that, though? Like, people talk like that? Like,
yeah.
It does.
I love those comments. Like, I love those comments of people that were like, I didn't believe it. I didn't know. Like, especially on the real story behind the two Corys. That one gets a lot of attention. And
well, it's like people ask, like, well, why are you guys doing this? Why are you doing this? You keep talking about him. Well, more people hate him than like him, so I think we're allowed to talk about him.
That is true.
Why do you people talk about how you like him? It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Explain that. Mental patient.
Yeah. But I'm gonna jump off here so I can call back some people that called me this morning while I was sleeping.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks for having me on here, ladies. Have fun.
All right, see you later.
All right. Okay, bye.
Okay,
bye.
So yeah, that was great. Like, I love getting feedback like that from people, like especially the ones who were doubters in the beginning, and there's a lot of great comments out there, and I think we should do this more often, interact with some of our fans and subs, and just get feedback, good, bad, or ugly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an adult, I can handle it.
Exactly.
And
it has been fun, beside the difficulties in the beginning.
Yeah. But I even laughed at those. Like, I think that's funny. People don't understand my humor, clearly.
Oh, you should, Lewis.
What?
I would love to jump on with you sometime, ladies.
Lewis, come on. Get on here.
I can send the link if you want to come on.
You just heard a girl come on who was scared to death to do it, and we talked her into it. We're not so bad.
Yeah, we don't bite.
Sometimes, but only if provoked.
Yeah, that is true.
Greg, yeah, you can come on. Send the link, Steve.
Send the link in the chat.
Lewis is like, thank God. Yeah.
Well, the link's there if anyone wants to join.
Lewis, you can come on too if you want. And then you're not the only male on the panel.
He just said I'm saved.
I knew it. See? too funny.
That is funny.
Is Greg coming on?
He hasn't popped up yet.
That's hilarious.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
can you
How
hear
are you?
us? Good.
Yep. Yeah, that girl is cute. Oh my God, there's a delay.
I know, right? Uh-oh.
Oh, not again.
Okay, Lewis, I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah, me too.
Greg, are you still there? Can you hear us?
He's got his mic muted a minute.
Okay. I wonder what's going on today. Like, hacked in real time. We're celebrities.
I bet it's epic GoFundMe. Someone tell
Can you
Greg
hear
there's
me?
no filters on StreamYard.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's been loving those filters lately, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He looked like his mom, what I assume what his mom would look like the other night.
Those
That's
pictures are funny.
I guess we can. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear us? Uh-oh. Technical difficulties, people.
No, I'm here.
It's a nice for them.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm here. Am I creating an echo?
No. So if everybody doesn't know who Greg is, Greg was and is still best friends with Corey Haim and his mom. Judy Haim's like his mom. So he thought he'd jump on.
Sorry, I was just laughing at Susie in the chat.
Caw-caw! What are you doing today, Greg?
I don't think you can hear us.
I don't know what's going on with this StreamYard. I wish they'd go back to Google
I'm not
Hangout.
creating an echo.
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
I'm good.
Yep.
But now I can't see the. Okay. All right. So yeah, no, I think you guys bringing that girl on. Well, she's not really a girl, is she?
No, I believe she's a woman. If she's been to film school, she's a woman.
Yeah.
I would think.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us? Uh-oh, what's going on? Ooh, that's a good question, Greg. If you can hear us, would Greg be willing to share any great memories of his time with Corey? I wish we could hear Greg. That would be wonderful.
It would.
Greg, if you can hear us, maybe try leaving and coming back in. Because isn't that what Stacy had to do when she came on as well?
Yeah, she left and came back.
Greg needs to continue to hear that. Funny.
Oh, don't start me laughing because I won't stop.
Oh. Well, my back's getting less painful.
Yay, the wine's working.
No, it's starting to, I guess. Greg, are you there?
No, he hasn't come back yet.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's StreamYards that's glitchy. Because
Maybe.
wasn't it yesterday we did a live and we were showing? Was it yesterday or the day before?
Might have been the day before. It was off your channel, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. We were showing a video, and the
And now
image
everything
was
should be
perfect. I
That's
think.
I think.
I hope. Heard you for a second, Greg.
okay. So to answer your question there, just to give people, you said, does everyone know who I am? Give people a little bit of a history and answer your question at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
For me and for Judy, you know, it, Judy lost a son, I lost a best friend, and then 2 years after that, the book came out, and
Yep.
that's when I really spoke up, and I nowadays I'm pretty calm and silent and really low profile. But in the beginning, I lost my shit. I couldn't believe, even just reading knowing Corey as well as I did, and just knowing that what he was doing and saying in the book, Feldman, that is, was a deliberate attack. The very things that Corey Haim wouldn't want you to discuss, just even for his own vanity's sake. He spoke up. He wrote about it in the first 10 pages of the book, and it was like, oh my God, this is a deliberate, I'm seeking my revenge. It was so obvious to those that actually knew Corey Haim.
Yeah.
And so for me, this has been an ongoing, decade. And at first I was very, very emotionally involved. As I said, I lost my shit. And then over the time, I've become more, for the preservation of my own heart, mind, soul. I've become more philosophical about it, and just sort of everything seems to be sort of SIs that I hear, the more spins that I hear, and the more blatant, obvious stuff that you observe, like Feld fam members or innocent people sort of believe these lies. You're just like, wow, this is so surreal, and it gives you sort of a perspective of how easy it is to how easy it's been for the elite to control the world, because you have a voice or you have fame, and just people believe whatever you say. And Corey Feldman, and he knows it. And now it's almost a bit of an insult that you're just taking advantage of people. They'll believe you, and you just keep saying it. And you have opposition, and kind of like Hitler, isn't that what they said about Hitler? If you say it long enough and loud enough, people just start. And so you get philosophical about this stuff and introspective, and you start having it's incredible. And he keeps disrespecting Judy, and he keeps using his fans, and he keeps on monetizing his fans, people that I wouldn't even criticize. I think some of them are well-intentioned, good people. I'm hesitant to even criticize Feld fam. For example, Kim, you have a hard time criticizing Feld fam. So my perspective is very interesting these days. And to answer your question candidly and honestly, I really obligated to share Corey stories and give back to the audience, because I can promise you that I don't take it for granted that I had the friendship with Corey that I had. I know that a lot of people would have wanted it, and so I don't take it for granted. But what people have taken for granted is my generosity over the years, and Judy's generosity of starting to open up and sharing personal stories and stuff. And we feel used, and it's not just the flip floppers, and it hurt us in a personal way. And so I'm hesitant to do that now. And I don't say that to be like, a carrot on the stick or anything. That's just how I really feel.
I get it. I understand. I've witnessed it happening, and I totally, completely understand. And
Me too.
there's no obligation whatsoever at all. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate
But I think it's interesting that people hear. Yeah, I think it's good that people hear my perspective like that this is given to feel, because an open heart and was quite willing to share and give back, because I felt so blessed that I had this opportunity that lots of people would have had. So this sort of whatever society or media is doing is destroying these sacred things, or people's willingness to share, or continue in a positive way. And then I have interesting observations. For example, on this chat line, I see people in here that opens me up to a whole other topic that I don't even feel like we should get into, but on a person, and the person in the chat knows that I'm talking about them. I just find it that there's a lot of situations in this whole narrative of, to open up for conversations of like forgiveness. Corey Feldman is showing condemnation and judgment, and I don't know. Are you doing a service to the people, or are you? You say you follow God, and why aren't you teaching people to forgive? That you've been hurt by, you were abused as a child, and now you're on a path of forgiveness rather than condemnation or blame. Or why can't you be on a path of? To me, God is love. So why can't you be about love? Why this sort of like condemnation and Corey Haim in the mud? Like, to me, that doesn't seem like a godly mission.
No, it's
It
not.
doesn't at all.
And to just add on a little bit without divulging too much information or naming any names, but we've also been stabbed in the back by people we thought we could trust and that were genuine friends. And to see some of the things that they're doing now in an attempt to just get back at revenge because they fell out with the right people and in with the wrong people is very upsetting. Like,
yeah,
is that? Yeah, and there was, and I think I know who you're talking about. I mean, there was a time where these people brought us great joy when even Judy enjoyed a moment where things were becoming so intense, and the comic relief from these people that brought us such joy was very endearing, and instantaneously drew to them and felt a camaraderie. And then you're like, oh my God, you can't do that with they will rip your heart out in a second. Or if you say something, they'll stab you in the back in an instant. And it's like, hey, am I not allowed a perspective or an opinion, or entitled to the feelings being this and according to them, you're not, and they will throw you under the bus, stab you in the back, rip out all confidentiality. And you see the disgusting side of human nature rather than more of is forgiveness and grace and new understanding, and allowing people to move on in life, whether it's someone that's done something wrong, or whether it's a grieving mother or a friend or a sister, or if you step far back enough, there's many interesting conversations that can open up, that the present narrative driven by hate and condemnation and guilt. And yet again, as I say, this person claims to be on a mission from God. Well, I don't see it.
I don't see it.
Sorry, I gotta mute for a sec. The wolf's howling in the background. He agrees.
He's been so good all
Um,
night.
Yeah.
I think
So
that's
I don't know.
extremely well
Just
said.
is that a perspective that people want to hear, or can I get any feedback from the chat? No, no one's saying anything.
I think it definitely helps enlighten people for sure. I
It
appreciate
does.
and understand exactly where you're coming from and understand it. And you know, this a lot of our subs, um, you know, we've met through this community of like kind of putting out the facts and the truth. And, there's a lot of like-minded people that are genuine fans of Haim and just want, to support him in the right way and encourage us to do that.
Yeah.
And, what we were trying to say earlier on our first live stream before we got really interrupted was, we're trying to separate the two and, promote his art, promote him getting a star, maybe trying to get like a national day in honor of Haim. You know what I mean? Just to kind of break the ties that bind
Yeah.
them together, because there was a lot more to Haim than Feldman.
Agreed. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, but no, I know that's a tough one. That is a tough one to separate because in the grew up and Little Dream. That was one of my favorite. And how do you take Feldman out of that, or just say that was what that was Corey Haim's movie? You can't. And it's been intrinsic to everyone's childhood or teenage years in our hearts. So it is. If you're speaking specifically with that effect on our souls, it is hard to separate. And Feldman, how can you say that huge part of his critical part of his life or his fame
And that's what we're here
had
for.
nothing? It's really difficult, even though you're quite right, Kim. There's so much more to do with Feldman, and so that separation is very difficult.
Yeah, it is. And that's what I was saying earlier. Like, there is no way to sever the ties completely. Like, they did have a career together. They did a lot of things, projects and different things. So, and there's no way to entirely sever them. But,
No.
We need to start looking at more of their individual person rather than, don't let Feldman win, in other words, is what I'm trying to say. Don't let his shitty opinion and his digs and his fucking tomahawks that he's always throwing around about people shade your judgment. Use your better judgment in this situation. We've provided so much proof and facts and information trying to let people know the real truth. And I appreciate you so much coming on here and even sharing your insight, Greg, because I can't imagine. Like, I know the last few years have been rough for us. Like, I can't imagine doing this for 10 years. Like, I can't.
I can't.
But I really respect and admire the bond that you have with Judy, and I'm glad you're a good support system for each other. That is, it's very, like, it warms my heart.
Yeah.
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow, I missed that whole conversation. Anyway.
That's okay. I was basically just, saying thank you for coming on. I understand your perspective, and it's very endearing to see the close relationship that you and Judy have. And I'm glad that you, like, guys are best friends, and you're like a son to her. You are. Like, and it's very endearing and heartwarming to see.
Ooh, 2 seconds. Yo, Zeus.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I figured I would join back on.
Okay. Well, how are you?
Good. So, Greg.
I will just say I've only got 18% left battery on my laptop, so I might have to end this soon.
Girl, plug it in. Plug it in.
Right, let me just mute my mic. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. So, Greg, Can you hear me, Greg?
Yeah, yeah. I can,
Okay, you can hear me
hear you,
now?
Susie.
Okay. So I don't know. I was coming and going. I don't know if you answered it, but somebody asked in the chat if you knew what Corey Haim's favorite movie was and what was your favorite movie that Haim was in.
There's a bit of a
Okay.
delay from him.
That's weird.
I know. When Stacy came on, she said the same thing though, and she had to come back in. So
Well, he could have just said he didn't want to answer me instead of ignoring me. We can't hear Greg either, guys. We're not sure what's going on.
Are you asking me
Oh,
if
there
I
you
know
are.
what Corey Haim's favorite movie was?
Yeah.
There's a couple of answers, and one of them I don't know. I'd have to look back. It was something to do with it was a movie. I'd have to look into it. And there was another one that was like something about underwater, deep underwater. I'd have to get these names, and then the only one I can really remember, obviously. Oh, they can't hear me apparently. Can you hear
No,
me?
we can hear you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's two movies that I'd have to get back to you on, and maybe even ask Judy. One had to do with underwater. The other one was it took place on a boat, and I think Mel Gibson was in that one as well. But the one that I always remember, and maybe Judy doesn't want me to say it, but it was The Last Temptation of Christ with Mel Gibson.
Oh, wow.
So as a Jew, I'm not sure Judy wants me, but he really liked that. We did have spiritual conversations, and he did ask me to tell him tell him about his my favorite Jew, Jesus Christ, and it actually was funny.
So, what's your favorite movie that Haim was in, or your
But I'd have to
top
get back
three
to you.
favorite? Sorry, what was your favorite movies that Haim starred in?
I would say Dream a Little Dream.
Okay.
Probably Dream a Little Dream. I really had the privilege of working on the first time I met Corey. Oh, What a Night, Train and Barbara Williams, or
Okay.
You know, I've never seen Dream a Little Dream.
I haven't
either.
age
I think it's
movie.
free on YouTube right now.
I thought it was really, really cute, and it was done out of town, small town Ontario. What?
None. We were just saying that we've never seen Dream a Little Dream. I don't know why he's got a delay. That's weird.
Me neither. I wonder if he has YouTube playing in the background. Greg, if you have YouTube playing in the background, pause it. And then you'll just hear StreamYard.
He's probably trying to find filters.
Greg's been on this kick of filters lately, like on the YouTube or on Facebook chat. He's found the new filters that they've added, and it's hilarious. So that's why.
Is that why he was calling all day and all night last night, just so he could play with the
I don't
filters
know.
with
I
us?
think so.
I think so.
He's called more in the last 24 hours than he has ever.
I know. Something's going on.
Guys hear me?
Yes, now we
Now
can.
we can, yeah. Greg, do you have the YouTube video pulled up in the chat somewhere? Apparently not.
I don't know. I
Do you,
think
I don't get it.
do you know what his favorite band was
Oh
or
wow.
artist? Oh, Greg?
oh, I wish we could hear Greg.
I know. What the hell?
Can you hear me?
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. You like come in and out for some reason.
Oh, is he
Can
not
you
there?
hear us, Greg?
Earth to Greg.
Oh, I'm telling y'all, he needs to put his hearing aid up.
Yeah, I know.
There we go. Now we can hear you.
Greg, if you can hear,
Yeah.
somebody else has a question.
Oh, I'm here. Maybe I'll try and come in and out again.
Yeah. Somebody else has a question. They're asking if you knew what Haim's favorite band was or artist.
Oh,
He's
If you
been
can hear
on.
me,
Okay.
I know that he liked. I do. I have played those videos. What was it? Black Eyed Peas. He liked that.
Yep.
Oh,
wow.
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yep.
Black Eyed Peas. That's cool.
That is cool.
Did he go to concerts at all? Was he like
And
a concert goer?
actually, one person we had in common was we both liked Peter Gabriel too.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't have pegged
What
him.
song does he sing? I'm so
Yeah.
bad at music. Does he have a song that I would know if you guys sang a tune of it?
Real?
He used to be in. He used to be in a band called Genesis.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've never heard Sledge. What?
I'm
Greg's
bad.
got a bad cell phone. You know what I mean? Like, cutting in and oh.
Okay, I'll leave and then come back.
Okay.
You might want to put the link in there again so he doesn't have to scroll up.
Yeah.
And Greg, if you can hear us now, okay, wherever you have the video playing, with the chat open, you want to either mute that or pause that, so because you can hear us through the call, so you don't need the video audio playing. That might be screwing you up.
Well, I've sent the link, so it's there.
Yeah, Genesis, in your eyes. In your eyes. Is that the song?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really bad at like celebrities' names or music's names. Like
I'm like that with
I've
movies. Music
I've always been
but
bored.
movies not so much.
When we went out to dinner, me, Bobby Bannon, and Scott Schwartz, I was just made fun of the whole time because like Scott was telling us stories of, when he did movies and all this stuff, and I'd always be like, wait, who's that? And they're like, you don't know who blah 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 is.
Oh. Greg, can you hear us?
Greg.
Yes, I can hear.
Okay.
Perfect. All right.
You can't hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can hear you.
So yeah, Sledgehammer. People named it in the chat. Wow.
That's cool. Did he go to
I
concerts a
still feel
lot
like
or
there's a
no?
delay. Is there a delay?
Did he go to concerts a lot
You know
or
what?
no?
I can't think of.
Oh.
No,
You
I
can't
don't.
think of.
I never went to a concert with him. That's a cool.
Oh dear.
And so the whole time that you were friends with him, which is like over 10 years, right, Greg, or 20 years, how many times were you around him and Feldman?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
We can. Yes,
Oh,
we can
okay.
hear you.
So yeah, I basically first I first met Corey Haim on Oh What a Night. So that was in my early 20s, like 20 actually. I met him when I was 21 and I had my birthday with him, celebrated my birthday with him for 22. So yeah, it was like 20 years. I knew Corey Haim for 20 years. And as we were getting close to the two Coreys, I talked to Corey Feldman on the phone, and that is the first time I had ever heard Corey Haim on the phone with him. And, without getting into it too much, of course, Corey Haim had spoken to me about Feldman and their friendship and what happened and how they don't talk anymore. So, yeah. So for people to say that Corey Feldman was friends with Corey Haim for the last 20 years of his life, it's just a lie. It's a flat out, and anyone that really knew Corey Haim knows that. I could list off a bunch of people that knew Corey Haim well that knows that Feldman was not in his life for like 20 years. The only time that he was involved was when they were talking about and gonna do the two Coreys. The A&E show.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and Feldman likes to act like they were so close. They were best buds. They were brothers. Haim confided this secret to him and blah, blah, blah. But yet Feldman couldn't even go to his freaking funeral. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know how you would not want to go because, that's your time to say goodbye and to get closure and, whatever. Like, I couldn't even imagine. Like, that just proves to me right there that they weren't close, because not only were they not close, it proved to me, but it also proves that everything we say about Feldman is spot on, because the guy was more concerned about jumping on Larry King and doing any other interviews that he could do during that time than going to a funeral.
Yeah. Well, and I found out later, I actually just recently found out when I was there, I found it very surprising that Feldman was not there at his funeral. And in Canada, he wouldn't have been harassed by the media or anything like that. We had total, they totally respected everything. So everything would have been fine. And then, I found out that, I knew that money was also an issue, which is kind of embarrassing. So I don't want to embarrass him. But I heard that, I don't know if you want to name the name, Susie, or I heard that someone said, hey, here's the money. I'll loan you the money so you can fly to Toronto and go to
Scott
the
Schwartz
funeral.
offered him the money. Scott has talked about that publicly. So
see,
yeah,
like if money was really, yeah, okay. But what person wouldn't take that? Like, yeah, thanks, and I have time financially back. This is something I need to do. Thanks, and take the money and go to Toronto. Absolutely, absolutely.
I find it hard to
Who wouldn't do
believe
that
that
as friends?
Yeah, well, not only that, I find it hard to believe that he didn't have a credit card with, $2,000 on it where he could have bought a flight and gotten a hotel room for the funeral. Never mind that, Scott Schwartz offered to pay for him to go to the funeral. And I believe Scott even told me a couple other people offered too. So, but no, he was more concerned about going and doing interviews, and he had money to go get a tattoo, right? He had no problem going to go get a tattoo right afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah,
it's all about him.
Well, yeah, and if it was just like everything, how he tries to paint the picture, like,
For sure.
I don't know, it's just after he died, Judy just, she just didn't like me anymore, and it was all after he died, and we were so close. Like, bullshit, because not only would you have gone to the funeral, but you would have asked to be a pallbearer. Like, you weren't, like, that's what frustrates me. Like, people just think that they had this friendship, and it wasn't. It was purely for business and business reasons.
Yeah.
Well, I think in the beginning, I think Judy has acknowledged that everyone's acknowledged that there was a time in their early young
Well, yeah, when
days
they were
when they
younger,
had
yeah.
friends, but
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And
get
so
that when
no
they were
one wants to take
teenagers
that
and
away
stuff.
from Feldman.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. But then after that, he discovered what it was. And,
Crap,
it's
guys, I
taken
gotta
us
take
all a
this
really long
call. I'll be
time to
back.
really clearly
Bye.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it's taken us all a really long time to see how the depravity of jealousy, the depravity of this blame, and it wouldn't surprise me if Feldman said or feels that Corey Haim ruined Feldman's career. It really wouldn't surprise me because he's treating him and his legacy and his memory and his family like absolute dirt. That and we know that he is on, payback's a bitch. So to me, it's like, well, what's this about? And to me, it's got to be Feldman feels that Haim somehow ruined Feldman's career, which it's like, okay, if you really feel that, that's in reality, you have to take ownership and responsibility for your professionalism or lack of professionalism or whatever happened, and or you're just not ready right now or whatever. Just deal with it and take ownership and let it go. It's in the past. I mean, there's child actors like Scott Schwartz who say, yeah, I'm not the cute little adorable kid that's marketable and being put in movies anymore. He's moved on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow. There's a delay, eh?
Sorry, I was just listening. No, I agree. And I don't know. I think, I see people leave comments. I see them, wanting to get involved, catching on. You know what I mean? Like, the real story behind the two Corys has almost 30,000 views on my channel, and I think it's well over 100,000 on Bobby's old channel. Like, I mean, and a lot of people leave the comments like, I didn't know this stuff. And it's like, well, all you have to do is just open your eyes and open your ears and look for research. It's all
Yeah.
available out there. You know what I mean? You just have to look and not believe everything you've been told.
I've put it all in one place for you. It's not hard to find it.
Buy what is it? realtruthcampaign.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my.
Yeah, not mine.
realtruthcampaign.com. And like, you'll see everything that we're talking about. It's all in one spot, like Stacy said. There's links to stuff. We're gonna add the petition after this live, and hopefully everybody can go there and sign that as well.
Yeah.
The link to Fine Arts America is on there. Like we said, it's important to remember him in positive ways and stop associating him with Feldman. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
I think that is something that both Judy and myself would really like to see, and I'm sure other family members. I don't know if anyone's come across Shani Haim. She's a relative in there, and she calls Corey a fuzzy cuzzy, and so she really appreciates a lot of you guys. She sees what dedicated, loyal, amazing, loving human beings that Corey Haim has, and so it's people like Shani and Daniel and the family members and the true friends that would really like to see his legacy, his art being used as his legacy. We know that Corey would absolutely love that, to be remembered through his art.
yeah.
And what can we do? Just keep voting. I don't think there's anything we can do about the American one, but for the Canadian one, the Walk of Fame, you just keep voting. But the guy that invented basketball, is an inductee, you know, in the early 1800s. So basketball, he doesn't even have a star. The guy that invented basketball. So this is what we're up against, right? So, but just keep voting. That's what they keep telling Judy. Just keep voting. Just keep voting. But those are the two things, are positive focus, that his friends and family would like to see for sure.
Well, I think that our fan base can help us out on this one because they all love Hayden
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
And, I think it's a great way as well to honor his memory. And I plan on buying some art. I love the two pieces that Judy has in her place, the big ones. I love those. I would love those in my house. So, absolutely.
Yeah, I want a blanket.
It's fun to
I
see
really
those in real life, eh, Kim?
Yeah. The first time I seen it, I stopped dead in my tracks. I was like, oh my God. I watched him paint that on the two Corey's, like, holy crap, right? Like, it's just like it really did. It stopped me. Like, it's very moving.
So is Judy's cooking good? Didn't you have her spaghetti? Didn't you and I have her spaghetti, Kim?
Yeah. Yes, she's a great cook. Amazing. The spread she put out was unbelievable. I'm
Is
like,
she a
holy
great
shit.
cook? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that dessert she made this week, though. I have to say, like, I can't even remember the name of it. She's gonna kill me. But oh my God, Judy, everything you made was amazing. But that dessert, I don't know. But you know what? I have a hard time with
That
like
dessert
putting.
was.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like, I was laughing at your reaction to it, Kim. But yeah, Judy is an amazing cook. But
yeah.
but that dessert wasn't that great. But your reaction was priceless.
I was trying to hide it. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it was. I have a hard time with texture like that, like pudding or like even yogurt. Like it's. I don't know. It's just a texture that I don't like, I guess. So, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does. And I try and view things from your perspective as well, Kim. And it's just like, you know, people should know that, like, you walking into, you know, Judy is like very typical Jewish mother, and she lives in a very humble, subsidized apartment. It's very nice. It's very clean. It's decorated beautifully, but it really is a kitchen and living room in one, and then a nice bedroom and a bathroom, and it's subsidized senior, you know, living, and you're stepping into that reality. Whereas people are like, "Oh, she's being paid by fucking Charlie Sheen." Give me a break. When you live the reality and you have spaghetti with Judy, and you walk into her humble little apartment, and you know you see Corey's painting. It's huge. The painting is huge. Takes up the whole wall. And anyone sitting on the other side of the table, you're so careful not to push your chair back to smash the canvas. But that's the reality. The reality is there's this huge canvas thing that comes to life. You're like, oh my God, this is the painting that Corey did on the show, and here I am in his mom's very humble apartment, and she's, you know, making us spaghetti dinner, and that's the reality, that she's a normal human being. That, you know,
we went to Walmart together. Like one day we went out and like I was like, Judy, we need to find a fucking wolf shirt.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, she's gonna kill me. But I legitimately, we were going around looking for a shirt, and you know what? I have found one since, but it's closed at the moment.
And knowing Judy, she's looking for the discount shirt, you know, at Giant Tiger.
Like, she was so happy Greg was just driving my car. Like, that's how humble she is. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, if there's a way, everyone's always asking for a way to help out, and supporting his art is a way to help out, you know? It's
exactly. That's the reality. So this whole Charlie Sheen money bullshit, people don't believe a word of it. It's such a crock. Like, that's just not reality. You know?
The reality of what it actually is, that it would be like alarming to somebody that did not know the difference. You know what I mean? Like you would
Mhm.
think she's rolling in like Mercedes Benz and just stacks of cash and living in a mansion, and no, she's just a
Oh, you
humble.
remember when we went on our yacht?
Oh my God, can you imagine her right now, Greg? She's like, Greggy! I'm surprised she's Dan.
Yeah, Bobby. We went to New York and we went to see Bobby, and we all partied on our yacht, did lines of coke together. You know, had a personal chef. You know, met up with Charlie Sheen. This is the kind of crap that people are spewing. It's just
Yeah,
not reality, folks. It's just not reality.
no,
It
This is
sounds
all.
ridiculous.
it
What's
is.
that?
And I think
It sounds ridiculous.
it
And it
does.
is. It's ridiculous for me over the years for someone to say, "Oh, what makes you say that, Greg? How do you know that?" You know, it's like, and sometimes I'm like, I get embarrassed. I'm like, "Oh, they don't know who I am," and that's okay. They don't know who I
Right,
am. I'm not
right,
famous. I wasn't the special, talented one that was in Hollywood, but like, it's just like you just feel like saying because I know the reality, people. Like,
yeah,
I'm saying this because I know reality, and you guys are
yeah,
just being spun a lie in the media, and it's all bullshit for Corey Feldman to make money and to seek revenge. And I don't know what he's got against Charlie Sheen, but something to do with Charlie had his girlfriend or something, stole his
Ginger
girlfriend at one time.
Ginger
That's the
Lynn.
reality of what's going on, people.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's
it
all
is.
revenge. You want
Yeah,
to believe that Corey Feldman is this right person, that he's doing things for the right reason. How does slamming your best friend's mother publicly show you that they were close friends? How does even show it
exactly.
the stories that Corey Feldman tells about Corey Haim? Trust me, I was friends with Corey Haim.
Yeah,
Whether they're true or not, I wouldn't say them. A lot of them are lies, but even the ones that are true, it's like you were friends with Corey Haim and you're telling that story of all the amazing stories or amazing experiences you had or sharing his heart with you. Those are the stories you're telling?
yeah.
Like, give me a break.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
I
how do
feel
you
the
guys
exact
not
same
see
way.
it? Like,
Yep.
how do you not see it? How are you guys that dumb that you can't see what he's doing?
And that's where the guilt comes in, because there was a time when I believed it. So like that's why when you said earlier I have a hard time slamming the Feld fam, it's because I believed it at one time, and I get where they're coming
Mhm.
from, and they want to believe he's a certain type of way, and I get it. But at some point logic has to take over if you have a brain. If you're a logical thinker,
Yeah, exactly.
like
Yeah.
some things have to start not adding up to you, and he's giving you so many examples of that. Like I just don't understand.
Mhm.
Wow. I think
Yeah.
this is a great
So
one.
yeah,
I
no,
think that this is
it's
what people need
frustrating.
to
It's
do.
been a frustrating decade to watch this stuff unfold, but
Yeah.
I really do think it's coming to an end because what are you going to do? Doc 2, Doc 3, book part 5? Like eventually you're
Yeah.
just like, it's time to move on, dude. It's time to move on. You've milked it till it's cheese,
Yeah.
and and it's parmesan now, and I'm grating it on Judy's spaghetti. So move on. Like move on. It's time to move on. Move on to a
Yeah.
next project.
Yeah.
Take your angels on tour again. Do something else. Come up with a good movie other than what was that dumb one on Netflix? Corbin, do a better movie, dude. You haven't done a good movie in a long time. If you
Exactly.
respect yourself as an artist, you can do a B movie that's really good. Get a good script. Get a good bunch of people. Do something good. Your music, like honestly, if your music makes you happy, great. It makes you happy. Your music sucks, and a lot of people know that. So like, move on, move on, move on. If you
Yeah.
want to take your angels on tour, take them on tour. Your music sucks.
Yeah.
You might still have an acting career if you focus on it. Focus on being a dad to Zen. Focus on being, get your focus off of Corey Haim.
Yeah.
It's time. It's time. Leave the Haim family alone. We're not holding you back. You've said everything you wanted to say. Move on. Move
Yep.
on.
Yep.
You're
Amen
stagnant.
to
You're
that.
stale. You're static.
Yeah.
You're saying the same shit. Move on. No one cares.
Amen. Like, wow, well said.
It's a little
No,
vent there,
I've
yeah.
done all the same things, like verbatim. I've said them many times in lives, and it's just like, I just don't know what more you can do to say to people, And if this doesn't prove it, if you didn't want to listen to me and Stacy because you think we don't know what we're talking about, listen to Greg. He knew
Exactly.
Corey Haim. Like this, you can't get closer to the source. You know what I mean? You've heard
Well, and
names.
the only thing that I give credit to Feldman, I am fair. Like as I don't try and take away from Feldman, but I will tell you the truth. You couldn't be faint of heart if you wanted to be Corey Haim's friend. So Corey Haim would tell you the truth, and I do the same
Yeah,
thing. Your music sucks. I'm
it
not
does
trying to be
suck.
mean. I'm trying to help you.
It
Most
just,
people know it. Your music sucks.
no, it does suck.
And
He's got to be tone deaf.
but
I swear he's got to be tone deaf.
yeah. So, but here's the thing. This is what I give him. It sounds like he knew a different Corey than I did, right? And that's
Yeah,
fair. You were friends with him 20 years before I would. You had him for 20 years. I had him for 20 years. You may be stuck on a Corey that was a teenager or breaking into the business, and that's the Corey you know. I
yeah,
knew the man. I knew
yeah,
the man that healed, that fought his demons, the man that decided what his values were and who he wanted to be friends with and what he valued, what he believed spiritually. I knew that man. So you knew a different Corey. You knew a totally different Corey, and that Corey was a little boy or a little teenager. So, it's time to let it go. Nothing's written in stone. He changed his opinion when he was 13 to when he was a full grown ass man.
yeah,
Move on. What is this? The 10 Commandments chiseled in stone?
yeah.
Like
I'm a
his
different person
opinion
than I was.
changed. He grew. He evolved. Why aren't you evolving? Why aren't you growing? Why aren't you spiritually growing? You have this facade that you're spiritual and enlightened, and you're eating turmeric paste and sticking fruit up of Courtney's ass or whatever you're doing, but it's really not that spiritual. You know,
Yeah.
it's this like pagan heathenistic bullshit that has nothing to do with the God of the synagogue or the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which would be the one that Courtney claims to believe. So sorry for being crude, but you guys are full of shit. You're
Yeah.
full of shit, and people need to call you out on it.
Yep.
Yep.
Amen.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
cast him in a toothpaste commercial. See, Feldman, you got to move on because you're invoking this negativity towards yourself. You think you're putting negativity on Judy and Corey Haim and Charlie Sheen and maybe even the big bad wolf pack, but it's not true. The negative you're creating your own bad karma. It's going to you. People don't want to hear from you anymore unless you've got something new to say or some new artistic endeavor or a new film, something. Move on. Justice, you're not, give me a break. You wouldn't know justice if it smacked you in the face.
Yeah.
Which, if justice were to prevail, that's exactly what would happen. Someone
Yep.
would smack you in the face for the rude prick that you've been for 10 years. Wake
Yep.
up.
Oh man, I hope
Ain't that the truth?
I would love for someone
Lewis
to hear this.
Switcher Lewis Switcher is oh yeah. Yeah.
He's my buddy. That's what I told you about. He was a huge Have fan. Remember? I was saying it. I showed you
Yeah.
his collection. He's got
We love Louis.
yeah, he does.
He's awesome.
And
I hope Feldman hears this. I hope this finds its way to him.
I will.
Knowing him, he's watching or one of his, Feld fam are watching. I hope he hears this. I mean, I know it's asking a lot, but maybe he'll reconsider his future plans. You know.
Well, he really, for his own, like, you know, he could have, I thought about it, he could have been an amazing talent agent. If you weren't putting women in like bikinis and stuff like that, he could have been a talent agent, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
What kind of,
you know what? He's on the right path with the statute of limitations. Why don't you give up acting and singing altogether because you're not good, and go and do something in Congress and start changing the bills if you're that passionate about it? That's something good.
yeah, again, I'll try and be fair. I'd like to see him do something with his acting. I think he still has, I think if he cleaned up whatever he needs to clean up in his life, maybe he could be good at acting again. But yeah, but being an advocate of this, it doesn't pay the bills, right?
No.
No.
Money.
So he's yeah, I'd like to see him do something with his acting. You know, there's so many, you know, what happened to the independent scripts? You know, you could find a really good script because they're pumping out the same garbage all the time. So the room of finding a really good script and doing a really good B movie and getting back into B movies and making a really decent living and having some artistic integrity, playing some of these characters based on some really good scripts, that has a lot of potential. So does being a talent agent if you weren't dressing women up, like objectifying women. I don't buy this whole, oh, I'm celebrating the beauty of women and their bodies. No, you're a pig, and everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in today's day and age, I don't think people are buying it. Maybe in the 80s and the 90s, you could dress women up like that and it was cool, but it's not cool anymore. It's not. It's not to objectify a woman. And especially in the Me Too awareness, how is that like coinciding with your message, dude? I've always said, you know, you're not the right messenger. You're not. Take a good look in the mirror. You're not the right messenger. It might be the right message at the right time, but you're not the right messenger. You're not. Look in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know, and that's me saying that without accusing you of anything. It's just me saying, look in the mirror and tell me that you're a good messenger.
Yeah.
Like, be honest. You say you respect honesty. Be honest. Start with yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
I wish he would, but he's too much of a narcissist. That's the problem.
Yes. It's all about him.
Yeah, I think it's possible he needs some help, like real serious help.
Oh, I do too. Legitimately.
Oh, yeah. That was
I really honestly believe, like, you know, there's like some split borderline personality thing going on because he doesn't seem to know his identity. You know, like he seems to switch it up or go with whatever's trending. You know what I mean? Like it's just be your fucking self. And if you don't know who that is, stop what you're fucking doing because you're not on the right path. And attaching a price tag to what you're doing takes away from your message. Like, and your shady, shitty past too. You know, like you're not the spokesperson. It's like having a hooker in your documentary. What sense does that make? Where's the credibility there? Mental. Just had to throw that in, you know.
I was waiting for the hooker word to come up. It hadn't. We've been good so far.
Yeah.
yeah.
Great for you. Yeah. I think I'm glad we came back on.
Yeah, me too. It's been good.
Yeah.
I am going to end in a minute. Though it's been like nearly 2 hours, so.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
Well,
thanks, Stacey.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem. It's been nice having you on.
And we'll do this again. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye.